Hello. Welcome to
Brandanda Reviews.
I'm Miranda.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're not reviewing an album today. We are talking about a forthcoming greatest hits album.
So today we're looking at Relient K's All Work, No Playlist, which is a greatest hits album that they're producing. But the twist on it was, instead of them making it, or instead of the studio making it, they reached out to the fans and said, hey, out of all the songs we've released, except for a select few, I think they didn't do any of their Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And were there any other ones that they missed on there?
I think like no acoustic, or no, they did do that.
They didn't do any like the karaoke ones.
Oh yeah, no karaoke and no Christmas.
But other than that, they had all of their songs on there, and they said, pick out your 12, and we're going to make a playlist out of this. We're going to make it into an album.
Vinyl, yeah. That's what they're doing, because they'd just be grabbing for money, honestly. I mean, no, I love you guys, and you deserve it, but also make me more music, and then I'll buy stuff from you.
So now for you, like, did you enjoy this concept of like you getting to like pick it out?
Yeah, or voting for stuff. And I love like looking through, because it's not often where you go through, like, I do a lot for Taylor Swift just because I love Taylor Swift and I think a lot about like her entire discography. But like going through and comparing songs that you like, especially from Relient K, who's been around since not before I was born, but very close to that.
Was it like 2000? Their first Goatee release, I believe, was in 2000.
Yeah, but I think their like EP, I forgot what it's called, but I own it, was 1999 or something.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah. So like it's just like interesting to look at that, and I also feel like they're different people after I don't know, they're different people like after a lot of things, but I feel like is like very different from everything else.
Yeah.
Like before and after it, and so it's kind of like a dividing line. So it's interesting to like look at Air for Free and be like, oh, I like this for a reason, and then look at like other albums and like favorite songs off the album and be like, oh yeah, that's the same artist.
Yeah.
So
I know, like, I haven't listened to a lot of stuff. Like the first Relient K album I ever got was it 7 years ago? And then I really started listening on Forget Not Slow Down, but at that point I was getting like, all right, we're growing up, we need to be more mature. So when I go back and listen to a lot of stuff, I go, this isn't even the same band. Like, even going through this, I was like, I'm not going to like that song. I'm not going to, like...
Yeah.
So most of my picks, I was like, all right, these are good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and talk about the tracks that were chosen, or do you want to go ahead and talk about the 12 that we both chose?
So I don't fully remember the 12 that I chose, but I'll just talk about, like, what and why I chose. I remember I was gonna, because you could go back and edit it because it was attached to your like Google account, whatever.
Oh, you did that a good bit.
No, I was gonna, and I never did because I got too busy. But I remember not choosing Runnin', and I was really upset because I was like, that song deserves to be on there, and then it didn't get on there, and I was like, it's because of me. It's all because of me.
There you go. If you like that album, it's all Miranda's fault.
And so I wanted to not pick, like, I specifically didn't pick Deathbed because I was like, it's gotta be on there. And I don't think I picked many in because I knew that, you know, people probably just pick that whole thing. But then there was some songs that I knew were popular that I knew I wanted, I don't care, like, they're one of my favorites, so I wanted them on there. And I knew also, like, I don't know, I'm a big, like, voter efficacy person. This is getting into politics. But, like, I want to, like, vote for something I want. But also, like, if it's not gonna have any chance of winning, I don't want to waste my vote. Even though I don't think you can waste your vote. But that's besides the point. So I tried to do, like, over every album, because I have listened intensely to every album. And try to pick, like, my favorite ones from the album. And then, like, narrow it down to what ones I think like deserve to be on a greatest hits one, and what ones deserve to like be picked above other popular ones or whatever. What about you?
First and foremost, I think if you're gonna do a greatest hits, you need to have each album like represented on there.
Yeah.
So for me, when I was going through, I didn't I didn't do that, but it's because I don't really, like I said, I started listening to Relient K arguably after they were getting out of their like heyday, because now it's more mature. Because Forget Not Slow Down is a lot more like, all right, let's work through some stuff instead of like, all right, let me just be like clever and sassy or whatever. So the ones I chose, because I did write them down, was Sadie Hawkins Dance, High of 75, Be My Escape, Acoustic, because I believe that's better than the
I'll fight you on that.
The other one. Forgiven, Must Have Done Something Right, Blinding as Silver, Candlelight, Sahara,
Never
Savannah, Collapsible Lung, Bummin', and Mountaintop.
Nice. I'm gonna, like, while you're talking, go see if I can find what I picked.
While you're talking, I can go ahead and read the list out of stuff, or do you want to wait for that?
No, do that.
So the final ones that were chosen, what they did is they took not only the 12 that people chose, but they ended up putting 24 on there, which, unless you're a super fan like Miranda, it's kind of difficult to sit there and say, all right, what's my 24 favorite songs?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas Miranda probably has, all right, I have 127 songs they've done. Here's the worst one. So in order of popularity, you had Sadie Hawkins Dance, Be My Escape, Who I Am Hates Who I've Been, Deathbed, Forget Not Slow Down.
Wait, were they in order of popularity?
That's what I read.
I don't know. I'll read the email. Anyway, go on.
Must Have Done Something Right, Pressing On, I So Hate Consequences, High of 75, Chapstick, Chapped Lips, and Things Like Chemistry, Mood Rings, Savannah, In Love with the 80s, Getting Into You, Collapsible Lung, The Best Thing, Candlelight, For the Moments I Feel Faint, The One I'm Waiting For, and The Lining is Silver. So, were you able to find your list?
I was not.
So out of those ones, were there any surprises, being a hardcore Relient K fan, that you were like, wow, that's a good song, I'm surprised it got onto there, or overrated?
Well, For the Moments I Feel Faint, that's like B-sides, right?
No, that was on their, that was, I believe, on their first track, because our old youth pastor, his wife Ashley, one time she was like, y'all should listen to this song, it's good.
I guess I didn't really realize that The Lining is Silver was really popular, which, I mean, like, it's a good song, but that's also a B-side, and I was like,
that surprised me as well, because I was like, I think that's a good song, but it's not going to be
yeah.
That's how your vote does matter. I was the one that got that on there.
Heck yeah. Well, I also voted for it. But...
we got it on there.
I think the only ones that annoyed me when I saw it was, Must Have Done Something Right and The Best Thing, even though I know those are really popular songs. I just don't like them.
Really?
I mean, it's not that I don't like them. Like, they're fun and everything, but they also just make me think of, like, putting all of your hope and happiness into a person, and then, like, how that turned out for him. Yeah. And so it makes me sad. But, I mean, like, I don't know. The Best Thing isn't something that I would have expected, but it's on there. And it was on 5 Score and 7 Years Ago, so, and that's like a favorite, so it's understandable. I was happy. I was really, really happy. What is it called? 2 Lefts Don't Make a Right, but 3 Do is one of my favorite albums. And there was like 2 songs on there that were from that album. Sorry. And I really love Chapstick and Chapped Lips and Things Like Chemistry, because that entire song happened to me once in real life, but that's besides the point. I think it's a really, like, robust list that I did not expect. Like, there's, like, 4 or 5 songs, which is, like, I would have expected it, but I don't think that the songs were as expected. Like, I So Hate Consequences, definitely, but and Be My Escape, but Who I Am Hates Who I've Been and High of 75, I was like, all right, I love those songs. So
I was really surprised with High of 75. I was also surprised, I guess, with Collapsible Lung, because even though I voted for it, I feel like that song is completely different than the whole album.
I think that people are like, I don't want this album to like just go away, but also I don't like any of the songs except this song, so everybody voted for it, because I voted for it too, I think, because I wanted to at least have something from each album, so that's probably what happened.
That's why I hated that you didn't have any Air for Free, and I guess you can always have the argument that it's not greatest hits because...
It is, though.
What?
I said it is greatest hits.
But I guess like people think of greatest hits as, oh,
Old
the last
stuff,
album is like new. Yeah, it has to be old.
Whatever.
And they're just like, well, if we don't vote for this, then
maybe
we'll
if
get
they
like our
release new
volume
albums,
2.
Air for Free would be greatest hits. But yeah. I just realized there's 3 from Two Lefts because Mood Rings is on there. Also, like, what kind of sexist fan base is Mood Rings their favorite song, even though it's like one of my favorite songs too. I also was really happy that In Love with the 80s was on there. I know that that's just my favorite album, but like, it's just such a cute song. I appreciate it.
Well, that's been our thoughts on their forthcoming Greatest Hits release. Make sure you like this video, make sure you comment, and let us know, did we get it right? Did Relient K get it right?
Nobody cares.
Should it not be in the hands of fans to choose, and should we just let the record labels stick to just saying, here's the ones that made the most money?
Yeah, if you think that, go away. You're not valid.
Or maybe stay here. I saw some people getting pretty feisty, like in comments, saying like, I'm gonna riot if this song isn't on there. And I'm like, I don't know. That's not even a good song.
I want to see somebody riot because of this list.
Well, there you go. If we have any Relient K riots that are cited
at me
inside it, it'll be because of Miranda. I don't. This and the King's Kaleidoscope album, it's just messed up. My talking, my word mouth, all up messed.
There you go. There's the up messed view, Ray. Now I'm just speaking in Pig Latin. Not really. We'll see you later. Have a nice day.